going to do 22 push-ups on 22 days in 22 cities on 3 continents. This is to raise awareness for the lack of mental health services in less developed or developing countries. Specifically one organization, one NGO that works on this is called Basic Needs. They started working in 2000 and according to their Wikipedia page, which they mostly seem to edit themselves, they serviced or they helped, facilitated about 650,000 people since they began. And they mostly work in East Africa, or really only work in East Africa and Southeast Asia. Now you can debate whether a NGO or whether NGOs should provide services that really should be taken care of by the state. But in this case, mental health services, specifically even in developed countries or in more developed countries, mental health issues are often under-serviced or come with a certain stigma that even there it can be practical or useful for organizations, specific organizations, to also step in and provide help. So to do this in underdeveloped countries where indeed basic healthcare sometimes is a problem is maybe not immediately obvious, but definitely worthwhile. Now the challenge itself, 22 push-ups in 22 days, which is what it originally was. I'm changing this to 22 push-ups in 22 days in 22 cities, although I won't do it in 22 consecutive days. It seems to have originated with bringing awareness to on average 22 American Army veterans killing themselves every day as a consequence of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Now recently the statistic was revised to 20 a day, but those numbers are of course crazy. And then for this, apparently someone at some point figured out that for them it made more sense to not focus on American Army veterans killing themselves every day, but providing services to mental health, in the field of mental health in developing countries. So how this works is I was nominated by someone, I was nominated by my friend Sylvain, who I know from Uganda, who now lives in Kenya. And the idea is that every day I invite or I challenge someone else to take up the same challenge, which of course is crazy because this is sort of like a chain letter, and if I nominate 22 people and they pick up the challenge and they all nominate 22 people, then in the space of, or in the 7 steps, more than half the world will have been invited, if no one invites the same people, of course. So the numbers are a bit crazy, but it's all about raising awareness. Now I'm going to do this in 22 different cities. The first is here in Carapicuiba, which is where we live. It's a satellite town of Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo is of course the largest city in the southern hemisphere, and Carapicuiba is one of its satellite towns, which still has an impressive 400,000 inhabitants. Mostly it's a working class city, but there's also a part that's very upper middle class, and we live sort of like right on the edge in very Brazilian fashion. So I'm also going to do, or try at least to do 22 different types of push-ups, and today I'm doing wide grip push-ups, which are good for the chest. So here we go. So that's that. The next city will probably be Sao Paulo.